Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is Diane Lupo of Inner Voice Reiki. This is, it's not anybody else, it's just me. And I have a little time in between readings. I thought I'd have a little fun. I have 3 decks. I will pull 3 cards from each deck. Love, family, relations, money, career, job, all that stuff. Self, anything to go on with yourself. So I'll pull 3 cards from each. Now, if you have an actual question that is a yes or no, then no. If all 3 cards come upright, which before I shuffle, I'll just do that. So they come up upright like this, 1, 2, 3. That's a yes, okay? But it's also a story, so depending on what cards I pull, it will be a story. If they all come reversed, that is a no. If it's 2 upright, it's a probably. It will happen, okay? Probably. There's an underlying factor. And if it's 2 reversed and 1 upright, it's probably not going to happen, okay? So, knowing that, let's start with self. All right, so think about what you want to ask. And now you don't have to think of each deck. Maybe you just want to know about money. Maybe you just want to know about love. So just, hold out for your deck. But let's see, for self, what do the cards want to tell us about this full moon that's coming May 1st, this big change? I've been telling all my clients is wait till May 1st, everything gets better, because I feel it in my bones. I've been seeing it in the cards. Every sign I feel like, well, May 1st it gets a lot better. So hang in there. And for you, let's see. For you who happen to tune in, what is the message you need to know? There'll be 3 cards. So it will be a yes, no, probably, or not likely. I'm going to do this so you can see. And here we go. Self. 1, 2, 3. So most probably, whatever your question was, it's looking like, yeah, it looks like things are going to be right. Things are going to be good. Now, what's interesting is, I wish this was on the love card because this is really good. The 2 of water, which would be the 2 of cups in tarot. And this is about 2 people, maybe a relationship you're in, growing closer together. So maybe you've been in conflict. Maybe things haven't been right. Or maybe things have been pretty good, but you wish they were better. So the 2 of water is saying, there's a lot of optimism here around this card. There's a lot of energy. If you have been in conflict, well, it has a positive outcome. If you haven't got a partner, or you've been wanting a partner, you're tired of being alone, well, the 2 of water looks pretty good that there's going to be someone coming in. And if you are in a relationship, it looks like there is a lot of emotional healing between the 2 of you, and now you're headed in the same direction. You're on the same page and you're moving in the same direction. So that's very positive. Now, to get renewal on top of this, I feel that if you've been in a relationship that's been a little difficult, the 20 or the 2, again, 2, 2. Look up that number, 22, angel number 22. You're on the right path, guys. And if you are in a relationship that has been through turbulent times, then know that things are moving now in a new direction. So there has been some compassion needed. There has been some forgiveness needed. And if you are alone and you haven't met that partner yet, perhaps this part needs to be addressed first. Maybe you need to do a little work on clearing the heart chakra, finding that forgiveness. I love my big green aventurine stone, right? For the heart chakra, clear away the cobwebs in that chakra, clear away the disappointment, the regrets, the woulda, coulda, shouldas. clear it all away. Start with gratitude for a beautiful self and open your heart. No expectations other than wonderful, beautiful love flowing in, beautiful health and healing flowing in. Because I feel you have some healing to do. This Two of Waters suggested it. Lots of residual emotions hanging around. And the renewal is about forgiveness and letting go of the past, but with compassion and maybe even a sense of humor, and then looking forward to the future, maybe heading in a new direction. Now, the third card was reversed. So if you asked a question that is a yes or no, am I getting better? Will I regain my relationship with my husband? Will it get better? Will I meet the man or the woman of my dreams? If that was a question that you asked, or one of those, anything that requires a yes or no, it's probably gonna happen. All right, because only one card was inverted. The card that was inverted was the Knight of Water, falling in love, wedding proposals. Interesting. The need for balance, emotions. Well, we just talked about that. So that was the card that was reversed. So when it comes to self, what I'm getting here is you do need some healing, and it's that inner dialogue. Okay, before you have a very strong, healthy relationship with anyone else, you first have to have a healthy relationship with yourself. And you have to find healing, you have to find forgiveness, compassion. Sometimes it's for yourself. Maybe you were the one who botched up the last relationship. Maybe you were the one who, did something that just blew the relationship out of the water. And now it's time to forgive yourself and move on. It's okay. We all make mistakes. We're all human. We've all done something we're not proud of. We've all done something that we go, oh, I need to work on that, right? So what the universe is saying to you right now is you need to work on self-love, loving yourself. Once you do that, find compassion, forgiveness, and gratitude for the amazing human being you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be tuning in to something like this to better yourself or to find out how you can improve your life. You wouldn't care. You wouldn't be thinking about it. So that alone tells me the kind of person you are. You're a loving, kind, generous person, but maybe not to yourself. So work on that. And when you do, then you become a magnet for this beautiful partnership. Maybe you're already in this partnership, but know that when you open up your heart and you work on yourself, everything gets better. Every relationship gets better, and the people around you will feel better from your own self-improvement, your self-love. When you love yourself, you have different boundaries, you have different expectations, and you are freer to give without limitations, right? So I feel that this is a win-win. When you work on yourself, everything, all the relationships get better. So self, work on that inner dialogue, work on loving yourself more. Money, let's do money. Money. 3 cards. So again, you can ask a yes or no, or you can just see what the cards have to say. For you who tuned in, doesn't matter what your sign is, what day of the month you were born, or what time you were born. You're tuning in right now, so you needed to hear whatever is coming out. That's how spirit works. They make sure when we need to get a message, we get it. When we need to hear the point, we hear it somehow, some way, whether it's in a song. Ooh, cards are flying out. Money. What is in store for those who asked about money for May 1st? May 1st, the full moon. Now, with the full moon, we can let go of whatever we need to get rid of. So it's a perfect time to start working on yourself and maybe, do a little, write a couple of nice affirmations for yourself, honoring you. And we have Mother's Day coming up next week, so put that if you're a mom or you want to be a mom someday, or if you love your mom. Whatever the mom situation is, I guess we'll see that in this deck. That sometimes comes through. But now we're about money, 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 money. What does the full moon have to say to us about money? One, ooh, look at that. 2, 3. Again, probably yes. So if you asked a question, you've been worried about money. Look at that. That's the underlying energy. Worry. That's where you've been. So you've been worried about money, and that if you asked a yes or no, it's most likely. So if you asked, are things going to get better? Yes. Most probably they are. It's not a big yes, it's a yes, but we got to do something here. What do we have to do? Well, the Four of Pentacles, you see how this gentleman, he's standing on a coin. He's got one up here, but he's holding on for dear life. I feel like you've been embattled, well, especially knowing that the Swords was the underlying energy. You've been worried about money. And so you've been holding on for dear life. You've been thinking you're going to lose it. And with that mindset, you create obstacles. When you worry about money or you're in fear of money, you create obstacles and you create resistance. So take a deep breath. And I want you to visualize your relationship with money. What is it? Are you afraid that it's all going to disappear? Are you afraid you're never going to make enough money or never have enough money coming in? What is your big roadblock to money? What is your resistance to money? Face it head on. And then in the full moon, May 1st, let it go. Let it go, because it's just creating unnecessary roadblocks here. The Three of Wands is saying, all right, now that you let go of the fear, let go of the worry, you don't have to hold on for dear life. It's going to be balanced. You're going to be okay. Four of Pentacles is, it will balance out. There'll even be a little extra, I'm sure, so you can, take a trip or buy yourself something special. But the Three of Wands is saying, make a plan. What does your future look like? How are you going to get there? So make a realistic plan. And maybe you've been spending too much on coffee. Where can you save some money that it won't affect your life too much? Or maybe you need to take on a little part-time job for a little bit just to get through the difficult time. Whatever the situation, know that you have it in your control. Do you see how he's holding on to that third wand? He's looking to the future, but he's got a firm grip on the plan, on reality, on where he wants to go. So you have a firm grip on where you want to go. You know what you want to accomplish. So just make a list. What do I need to get there? What can I cut back on to make it easier for me? How can I breathe a little easier? What can I do so I'm not worried so much? Is there some way I can alleviate this financial fear I have? And then make a plan. Maybe you need to create a new budget. Maybe, like I said, you need to take on some extra work or sell a couple of things. Do the old eBay or yard sale and generate some money. Money is energy. And if you hold on to it too tightly, how are you going to let any come in? It's all about flow. Manifesting is about frequency, vibration, and flow. So if you just feel good about money and you love money and you can't wait for money to flow in, it's going to come because you're going to be vibing at a different level. Where if you're in fear and you're holding on to it, do you see the difference? It's energy. It's like when you win a scratch ticket. The first thing I always say is, thank you, universe. Keep it coming. I want more. Like this, put some zeros after it now. $26 is great, but put some zeros after it. It would be even better, right? And then we have the Five of Swords reversed. So, which is good. So it's a reverse card So it's probably going to, whatever your answer was, yes, probably yes. I asked, will it improve? So I'm getting a probably yes, but I have to have a better plan, right? I have to let go of my resistance or my fears and my worries. And the Five of Swords, if it were upright, it would be like, yeah, you didn't make the right choice here. You don't have the right plan in place. But reversed, I feel there is going to be a change. The plan is going to work. Your change of your thoughts and your words, like, do a mantra. Money is coming to me in increasing amounts on a continuous basis from multiple sources. Money flows to me easily, continuously, effortlessly. Money is everywhere I look, turns into money. Everything I do turns into money. It just keeps coming. So whatever you have to do to manifest, get going, because it's here. It's ready to flow to you. You just have to be ready to receive it. So, yeah, let go of that firm grip. Get that good game plan in place. Get that game plan in place. The future is right there. Or if you wanted to take that trip to Spain or to Portugal, I don't know, I heard somebody had to get there. I don't know why. That's what I saw there. Not Tahiti. I would have liked to go to Tahiti, but Spain or Portugal. And the Five of Swords reversed. So there is a change coming. It's going to be a good change because you are making the right moves to make it happen. Good for you. Now, love, family, and relationships. Here's the Pulp Tarot. I hope you're enjoying this little quickie. I'll be doing a live. I don't know when. I'm having some sinus issues right now because everyone's been cutting their grass and it's been damp and rainy. So my sinuses are killing me and I don't know if I'd last through a whole live. That's why I thought I would do this for you today. And I still have some readings after this. So I want to keep my energy going, but I also couldn't answer all your questions live. I didn't want to shortchange anybody. So let's see what love, family, relationships are. So again, if it's upright, it's a yes. If two are upright, it's probably. If two are reversed, it's probably not. If all three are reversed, yeah, that's a no. So let's see. What do you have to say to whoever is tuning in for love, family, relationships for the full moon? Oh, isn't that interesting? The Three of Wands again. You know, I really feel with this energy shift on May 1st and whatever the planets are doing, check into your local astrologer. They're having a field day with all the activity going on. It's in our control to a degree, okay? It's how we vibe. You know, are we in fear? Are we in worry? Are we distracted with the news and the politics and the planet? Or are we focused on the outcome we desire? And are we working towards that? That's what we have to be. Ten of Wands. Well, that's a burden. This is also a probably for whoever asked a question. Let's see what this third card is. Ace of Swords reversed. Oh, communication issues, right? The Emperor is underlying. Family relations. Well, what better time than the full moon to let something go? Let go of the burdens. So here we start with the Three of Wands. So overall, yes or no? Probably. Probably yes, okay? But what's going on with love, family, relationships? Well, first of all, you're not clear enough with the universe. You have to be clear in what it is you want. How do you see the outcome? What is your role? What is your participation with the other person or the other people? What is your role in the dynamics of the family or the relationship? Or it could be work relationship, could be a love relationship, could be children, okay? It could be your children or you could be the child. I'm talking about your parents. Know your role And know that if you're partaking in someone's drama or reacting to someone's negativity, that's probably not the best course of action. You always want to be really coming from a place of love and a place of integrity. So if you are, then good. That's great. Now make a determined effort to not buy into somebody else's jealousy, negativity, naivety, what their control, if they're narcissistic. Don't buy into it. You have to focus on the outcome you desire for your love, family, and your relationships, and then go for that. Let go of the burdens put on your back, because most of these are not yours. These are unwanted. You're carrying burdens that belong to other people, and you're carrying them around on your back. I used to call it the big ugly sweater. I felt like I was wearing a big ugly sweater, and it was everybody's nonsense that was, bringing me down. And I really didn't have any investment in it emotionally or psychologically. I just was not buying into it. And so if you're aware of that, it's here. Do what you can in the full moon to release those burdens and let go of the people. Sometimes you can't. They're in your family, or you're married to them, or they are your children, or you are their child. But you don't have to react to the negativity or the narcissism. You can let go of that. It's in your control to not react to that, to stay true to yourself and stick to your vision, the outcome you desire. Now, if the Ace of Swords were upright, I'd say this is a time to really communicate and state your case and make it clear to everybody. I feel you've already done that. I feel like with this Ace of Swords reversed, like you've already done that, and your job now is to circle your wagons, firmer boundaries, stay true to yourself, your integrity, and just keep working on self. I feel like all these three readings now, they're making sense to me, why they all came out the way they did. The Three of Wands coming out twice, carrying burdens that aren't yours, holding on to burdens that you're not meant to hold on to. So this full moon, it's time for you. It is time for you to let go of the past, to let go of the burdens that you no longer need to carry, and to really, how about making a list? Like, this is what I want my personal life to be. This is what I want my financial life to look like. And this is what I want my career and my family and my friends. Like, these are the dynamics I want to be enjoying every day. And then what do you need to achieve that? Do you need to let go of a couple of people? Do you need to leave a situation? Do you need to have firmer, stronger boundaries, which maybe this Ace of Swords is talking about? You've been there, done that. Now maybe it's time to just cut it out of and I'm not sure how to hold that up. Yeah. So it was reversed. Cut it out. Cut it out of your life as best you can. I know sometimes you can't because, maybe you've been married to somebody for a long time. It's just like, oh, what's the point? And if that's what you're thinking, then know that it may be time for you to just change the dynamic. And it always starts with self. And remember what that card was. That was about you working on finding love, finding compassion for yourself first, and then give in or attract what it is you want to attract. I'm going to pull, 3 cards from 3 decks, and now here I go. Here's a 4th deck. I just wanted to pull the fairy cards because this reading was a little deep. They really want us to work on ourselves before this full moon, figure out what we need to let go of, create better, more positive dialogue with ourselves, about our money, and about our relationships. And we have to let go of the negative people, the narcissists, the controlling situations, and make a plan to focus on the outcome we desire. What will the outcome be? I'm going to ask the fairy deck, what will the outcome be? If we follow all of this great advice here, what will the outcome be? New career. I like that, right? Your work focus is shifting in a positive, new, and successful direction. You can't make this up, guys. So they told you to refocus, get a new focus, get a new plan, look for the outcome you desire, and here it is, right? Winter. The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter month. So we got some work to do. Patience, please. Okay, there we go. Patience, please. When you're asking, what you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that have to occur first. Well, we know what that is. We have to do a little bit of self-work. Are you up to it? Are you ready to make the changes? I can't wait to hear from you. I'd love to read your comments, so make sure you comment in the comment section there. And let me know how this hit you or how this affected you in some way. And if you're watching this in the middle of May or the end of June, or you're re-watching it, what happened? Did you make those changes? Did you take a look and make a plan for you to set firmer boundaries? Did you make a better financial plan and now you're reaping the benefits? And did you work on that self-talk and positive thinking? And how did it work out for you? I can't wait to hear. Until the next time, I send you love, light, and lots of happiness.